QRI star Jonathan Van Ness made a powerful speech outside the Texas state capitol as part of a rally against the state's anti-LGBTQ plus legislation. Amidst thunderous cheers, of course. Van Ness concluded, quote, "People are fighting like they have never fought before for basic human rights, and we are out here debating trans issues that these legislators have no idea about. I love you, Texas. We're in this together. Let's do the damn thing. Do not let anyone silence the things that move your life," end quote. Watch this.
Okay, so that will be, I'm gonna go off script now. So here's the thing. I've been blessed to be in Texas for over 3 years. I love it here. I'm so honored to be here, and I've met so many people that have shown me so much beauty. And I also find that at a time when we have child poverty at an all-time high, we have access to health care at an all-time low. People are fighting like they have never fought before for basic human rights. And we are out here debating trans issues that these legislatures have no idea about. Yes. It reminds me of Wendy Davis in 2014 when she successfully filibustered that law. We will have to do that. We will have to be back on these steps in those chambers protesting and fighting for our rights. This is the first of many times. This session ends at the end of May. We will be looking forward to seeing all of you again. Yes. Now, the last thing I want to say is I was taught growing up that you never talk about religion or politics. As I have grown older, I have realized that that is a relic of the patriarchy to keep those in power in power. Because they know that when we start to talk about what is really going on, their smoke and mirrors game is gone. So when you're at the grocery store, when you're at church, when you're at synagogue, when you're practicing your faith, when you're out doing anything that you do, you talk about your existence. You talk about your humanity. You do not let anyone silence the things that move your life, whether that is politics, religion, your faith, your spirit, because let me tell you something, these people on the right, they are not silencing their faith to legislate your lives.
JVN says, scream louder, folks. What are we all talking about? I love this.
I love this.
I didn't know he lived in Texas.
I didn't know he lived in Texas either. I just got back from Texas this weekend, filming a little show that's coming back. And there's so many things I love about Texas, but so many things that scare me about it. Mm-hmm. You know, but like I was at a hotel that there was a gay honky tonk right next door.
Oh, wow.
So it was kind of cool. We went in and we checked it out. But then right next to that was a really kind of scary, like gun-bearing strip club that I felt that I couldn't be in for longer than like 5 minutes.
For sure.
You know, but I appreciate the fact that JVN loves where he is so much that he's going out, taking some action, getting a crowd there, making people aware, because often in Texas, I don't think that they're even aware of what's going on.
No, and again, I mean, he's got a loud voice. He's got a great big platform, you know, with Queer Eye, and you know, he's an. I'm sorry, I'm so sorry because I know that he's non-binary, I believe. So that's wrong.
Love it. Let's go, JVN.
JVN is incredible. Love it. You know, they're
some of the best hair in the game, by the way.
Yeah.
Like those curls are thick.
And the mustache they have, like it's beautiful.
I'm a fan of the Queer Eye reboot. I was a fan of Queer Eye before, so I mean, I love the whole thing. This go around of it is a little bit more like I feel like I cry every single episode. You know, they just like there's so much crying that comes out. But listen, any queer icon who's using their platform for good is good in my book.
Completely.
You know?
And we need all the queer icons to come out. Just like we were saying in the last story, you know, like you need to flood your social media and normalize this.
Normalize it. Like they were all connecting these topics I was saying too. Yeah.
I worked for a Spanish language radio station in the #1 market in the world, which is New York. Okay. And, you know, and funny enough, you can say whatever you want about these Spanish markets. They allowed me to be me authentically. That was me. I was the lesbian on the show and it was what it was. And I couldn't tell you the amount of times that I got a shit ton of hate mail constantly every day. But there were also people that were like, wow, you and your partner fight like me and my wife, you know, from a man. Like, oh, you fight about not taking out the trash. Like,
relatable.
And it was just like, yeah, because we're normal humans. But to someone that doesn't understand it and doesn't know gay people and doesn't have, you know, because everybody has a gay person in their family, but maybe it's like don't ask, don't tell kind of deal,
right?
You know, and so they don't know how to deal with it. And all of a sudden it's like, wow, you made it normal. I didn't make it normal. It's freaking normal.
It's just normal.
For some people, they need to see it. They need to feel it. It needs to be something like, you know, someone close to them. You know, that is why
It needs to affect them
It needs to
personally,
affect
on
them.
a personal level.
So as
right.
much as I never want a child or a young queer person to go through shit with their parents, I also like wish that a lot of these right-wing mother effers end up with gay kids, so they have to deal with us.
I have a little poster at home that says, like, if you can't stand gay people, then blame straight people. They're the ones having them.
Right?
You know, like, if you can't stand gay babies.
Right?
You know, like,
I mean, then you talk about the groomers. Like, I've been groomed since I was like freaking 5 to be a straight girl and get the right husband that's a doctor and make sure that, you're always dressed up and you do this and you do that. And it's like, that was being groomed, like, for all the wrong reasons. Nobody talks about that.
Being groomed to, like, then be criticized for how your face looked, like how Madonna was
Yes.
criticized when she introduced
Yes.
salmon. Like, it all just comes back.
Bitch,
to
I
full
have
motion.
wrinkles. I'm 40-something years old.
I love a wrinkle. I
do
love
not
a
like
wrinkle.
But I mean,
Give
but
me
it's
a wrinkle.
but it shows that I've been through stuff.
Exactly.
Eric.
That's
it
why I
means
love
that
that.
I've lived.
Yeah.
Like you can't
Absolutely.
get over on me with some shit. I've been around.
Unapologetically.
Unapologetic.
I'm unapologetically wrinkly. My memoir.
Yeah, you say that.
Just so
That's
you
gonna
know.
be your book.
That is gonna be my
Unapologetically
book.
wrinkly. Are
And
you
they're not
too?
gonna fucking ban it either.
No,
How
they're
about
not.
that?
They are not.
Yeah.
They are not. So, did you enjoy the show? I know you did. So make sure to click subscribe so you won't miss any of the events, news, or interviews right here on the FayWhat show. Ring the bell at the bottom of the screen, right there, so you'll be alerted every time we're live. You can also click on the Happening Out Television Network logo so you can see all of the shows on the most diverse LGBTQ plus media network. Find out just what we're doing to bring the L and the G together right here on the FayWhat show. Get the week started with me.